Hey everyone, so today we're continuing the 2023 Dodge lineup overviews by looking at the new Durango models. The Durango has been around a very long time, with the first gen beginning in 1998 and the current third gen around since 2011. 2023 does bring some additions to the Durango, so we'll go over the lineup and see what has changed for this year, looking at things like trim levels, engines and transmissions, colors, standard features, and changes from 2022. You'll find the video outline on screen, and let's get right into it. As for the future of the Durango, reports say that Dodge will end production of this current gen Durango after the 2023 models, but it hasn't been officially confirmed like the Charger and Challenger. Either way, this Durango is not supposed to be fully cancelled, as it's expected there will be a new generation introduced for 2024 or 2025, and that will be a body-on-frame vehicle that shares a platform with the new Jeep Wagoneer, switching it up from the unibody architecture that it currently shares with the Jeep Grand Cherokee. That's a very good business decision, as the Durango still sells extremely well for this segment. Since 2013, every year has been above 60,000 units sold, other than the 2020 pandemic year, and it has done quite well in Canada too, adding between 5,500 to 9,200 per year there. As for more on the next-gen Durango, it will move assembly plants from Jefferson North and Detroit to the Warren Truck Assembly Plant where the Wagoneer is built. The body-on-frame platform will allow the Durango to truly compete again with the Chevy Tahoe and Ford Expedition. So on to the 2023 Durango. The lineup consists of 6 main models, but there are a few sub-models as well, like GT+, RT+, and RT Hemi Orange. Add in all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive configurations, and there are up to 16 different models offered. So that includes the SXT, GT and GT+, RT and RT+, Citadel, SRT 392, and the SRT Hellcat, brought back again for the second time with limited production numbers. Every non-SRT model comes standard with rear-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive can be added for around $2,000. The SRT 392 and Hellcat are all-wheel drive only to really enhance the traction and handling, with nearly perfect 50-50 weight distribution. The Durango's exterior delivers iconic Dodge styling with its muscular body. It takes some design cues from the Charger widebody with the front fascia, LED headlights and daytime running lights, a sculpted hood, and rear spoiler. The front end has an upper grille that flows into the slim and sinister headlights, while the fog lamps are raised for a more aggressive appearance. The Durango SRT performance look comes standard on the RT, SRT 392, and the Hellcat, with its SRT hood with a center air inlet duct that's flanked by heat extractors and a performance fascia. Note that this look can also be had on the GT with the black top package, which we'll talk about later. There are also 5 different 20-inch wheel options, including 20 by 8-inch fine silver, satin carbon, and black noise, and 20 by 10-inch lights out and mid-gloss black on the SRT 392 and the SRT Hellcat models. Next, we'll check out the standard colors inside and out. On the inside, Dodge offers black, light frost, radar red, vitro gray, ebony red, and demonic red in a variety of cloth, leather, and suede seats depending on the model. As for the exterior, Dodge is expanding the paint options this year, doubling from 4 to 8. So 2022 had diamond black, destroyer gray, red line, and white knuckle. They have switched out the red line for octane red, and Dodge has now added frostbite, night moves, red oxide, and triple nickel for 2023, with all of those being late availability. Dodge says the cockpit is inspired by the Challenger. The first major feature is the 10.1-inch touchscreen, which runs the Uconnect 5 that is 5 times faster than the previous system. The screen is angled 7 inches towards the driver and is almost 20% larger than the Uconnect 8.4-inch touchscreen. So that Uconnect 5 is standard on the RT, Citadel, SRT 392, and SRT Hellcat, and it's an option on the GT. This system has a Dodge-themed appearance, vehicle icon with the Durango graphic, available LTE Wi-Fi, ability to lock or unlock doors or start the vehicle with Amazon Alexa, and more. Wireless charging is now also standard on all models from the RT and up, and optional on the GT. Dodge has tried to refine this cabin with vent details, accent stitching, key fob storage, and wrapped instrument panels on all the models. The Durango has standard 7-passenger seating, and the Citadel and SRT models get second-row captain's chairs, standard with 6-passenger seating. The Durango also offers more than 60 safety and security features, with the highlights of those on screen. Now we'll spend some time covering the powertrain. Unlike the Challenger, which offers a manual transmission alongside the automatic, the Durango only offers a TorqueFlite 8-speed auto, and there are different variations of this, like a heavy-duty version for the Hellcats. This transmission has been specifically calibrated for the Durango, taking into account many variables like engine torque gradients, kickdown events, tire slip, and downshift detection. Some models also get performance-inspired steering wheel paddle shifters to manually shift the transmission. So now for the engines, the SXT, GT, and Citadel have the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 engine with between 293 to 295 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. Performance numbers for the V6 show a 0 to 60 in around 6.7 seconds and the quarter mile in 15.8 seconds, and those go down around 0.2 of a second with the all-wheel drive. Durangos with the Pentastar can tow 6,200 pounds. The next engine up is the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 that comes standard with the RT, or it's a $4,000 upcharge on the Citadel. This engine makes a best-in-class 360 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque, and it's able to do 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds and the quarter mile in 14.9 seconds, and again shave off roughly 0.2 of a second for the all-wheel drive versions. Stock 5.7s can tow 7,400 pounds. The SRT 392 gets a 6.4-liter Hemi V8 with 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. With all-wheel drive standard, this model does 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, the quarter mile in 12.9 seconds, and has a towing capacity of 8,900 pounds. Also, that same towing capacity is rated on the 5.7-liter Hemis with the Tow and Go package. On both the 5.7-liter and 6.4-liter Hemi, there is the MDS fuel saver technology, which deactivates 4 cylinders to try to improve the fuel economy. As we mentioned, the SRT Hellcat returns with the 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 with 710 horsepower and 645 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can hit 0 to 60 in a staggering 3.5 seconds, the quarter mile in just 11.5 seconds, and has a top speed of 180 miles per hour. Now, you're probably not buying this for the gas mileage, but if you care, here's a stat line showing all the various engines offered and their fuel economy ratings in miles per gallon. All are displayed city/highway/combined. Now let's have a look at some of the more popular packages that are offered by Dodge. The Hemi Orange Appearance Package was introduced late last year and cost around $54,000 on the RT. This is inspired by the original Hemi engine, adding orange and gunmetal hood stripes, midnight gray and orange badging, satin black taillights, and 20 by 8 inch black noise wheels. Inside adds SRT front seats, orange stitching, and the Dodge Rhombai logo embroidered on the seat backs. There's also a Hemi Orange Plus and Hemi Orange Tow and Go that will add even more features for a few thousand extra, like 20-inch lights-out wheels and orange Brembo brake calipers for the Hemi Orange Tow and Go package. Speaking of the Tow and Go, this is also a popular package that's offered for the RT all-wheel drive that costs $5,595 extra. This adds a whole lot of features like the SRT appearance, increased top speed of 145 miles per hour, wider 20 by 10 inch matte vapor SRT wheels with Pirelli Scorpion Zero tires, SRT performance tuned exhaust and steering, SRT active damping suspension, performance pages, and black Brembo brakes. So this is about as close as you can get to the SRT 392 in terms of features without actually buying one. The black top package is also offered on the SXT and GT for $2,000 and the RT for $1,695. This is an appearance package that comes with 20 by 8 inch black noise wheels with 265/50 R20 performance tires, gloss black badges, a gloss black grille, dual bright exhaust tips, and body colored fascias, moldings, headlight bezels, and shark fin antenna. One other package I do want to mention briefly is the Mopar 22. Now, as the name suggests, this is a 2022 model, but they're just being delivered now very late in the year, so it's worth mentioning. These are based on the RT Tow and Go package, so they do get the 5.7 Hemi, SRT performance exhaust, the Mopar theme, so either white knuckle or diamond black with the Mopar blue offset stripe, and they come with lots of other goodies and are serial numbered to just 250. The last thing to talk about today would be some standard features on the most powerful and most expensive Durango, the Hellcat. Dodge promised that the 2021 Durango Hellcat would be a one-year model only, and they ended up producing around 3,000 of those. Well, Dodge lied and brought it back for 2023, so some people who had the 2021 model and thought theirs was very limited are a little ticked off about that. In terms of production, when asked how many they would make, Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis said, quote, "The 2023 model year will depend on how many parts we can allocate and how many people want to buy them," end quote. So it doesn't sound like there's a limit like there was on the 2021s. The main attraction here is the 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi with 710 horsepower and 645 pound-feet of torque, and that can do 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and the quarter mile in just 11.5 seconds. This year there are 3 Hellcat packages, and they are not cheap. The entry-level version has an MSRP of $91,185. The available Plus package jumps to $97,185, and this includes high-performance Laguna leather seats, trailer tow group, a power sunroof, and adaptive and advanced safety features. The premium package crosses into the 6-figure territory at $102,085 and adds content like red seat belts, a leather-wrapped instrument panel, carbon fiber interior accents, and a Harman-Kardon 19-speaker sound system. The Hellcat is listed as late availability, so I expect ordering to start in early 2023. If you were wondering, the previous 2021 Durango Hellcat was $80,995, so this is quite a massive increase in just a few years for almost the same vehicle. Just like the previous Durango Hellcat, this engine uses a 2.38-liter supercharger and can run up to 11.6 pounds of boost. It gets a cast iron engine block with water jackets between the cylinders for optimal cooling, forged steel crankshaft, forged alloy pistons, forged connecting rods, heat-treated aluminum cylinder heads, sodium-cooled exhaust valves and hollow stem intake valves, and a 92mm throttle body, among many other features. The exhaust system is tuned to deliver a throaty Dodge sound, and there is a TorqueFlite 8HP95 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters and 7 different modes, including Auto, Sport, Track, Snow, Tow, Eco, and Valet. Finally, here's a few slides that show the recap of the 2023 changes. So that's it, guys. What do you think of the 2023 Dodge Durango? From the V6 to the Hellcat, there's an option for everyone, and they all give you that muscular look. Each trim level also offers best-in-class towing, and it's a family-friendly SUV that can seat up to 7 with the 3 rows of seats. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you in the next video.